Hello, I'm Tim Culhan, and I served as SACRAO president from 2010 to 2011. I'm taping my remarks at the 2016 annual meeting in Oklahoma City. So it's been 5 years since my presidency, thus my notes. You'll forgive me that, but hopefully I will try to remember most of the highlights during that time. Before I start talking about SACRAO, I really want to begin by saying that I feel extremely fortunate to have spent my entire professional life in the registrar's office at Center College in Danville, Kentucky, where I've worked since 1978. I have a great group of colleagues and faculty members and administrators and bosses who have supported me my entire professional career. And without them, I wouldn't have been able to accomplish the things that I have both in SACRAO and in other professional ways. That being said, I'd also like to say that I feel very fortunate to have found SACRAO. My first SACRAO meeting was in 1986 in Hot Springs, Arkansas, where the big event was billed as a bathhouse ball. I walked into the grand ballroom to a room full of lively, friendly, entertaining people, all dressed in bathrobes and wearing bath slippers, and some up in big hair curlers. It was a little shocking, but soon I became fast friends with many people and knew immediately that I had found my tribe. And I have attended every SACRAO meeting since 1986, this being my 31st consecutive SACRAO meeting. Over these years, I've been honored to have served SACRAO in many capacities, starting, as everyone does, working on committees, program committees. I worked on several local arrangements committees, gradually moving into various leadership roles such as Vice President for Professional Development, Treasurer, Editor of the SACRAO Journal, and Chair of the SACRAO Nominations and Elections Committee. Along that way, I was mentored by many SACRAOians, most notably by my fellow Kentuckians Paul Taylor and Chuck Morgan. And I followed Sally Markello as president of SACRAO. Sally was the quintessential mentor, and I don't think I could have survived my presidential years without her guidance and assistance. During my SACRAO presidential years, the year before, including the year before and the year after, serving as president, the executive committee focused on a number of issues, including growing the membership, which had declined a little bit following the economic downturn in 2008. We also focused on enhancing the organization's web presence and on strengthening the annual meeting program, as well as keeping the journal alive. I believe strongly that one of the main strengths of the organization has always been its annual meeting program. Some things that we did during my year as president to enhance the program, or my years before and during, include establishing the Best Presenter Award, allocating funds to bring in outside experts, and expanding the exhibitor session tracks. In 2011, SACRAO met in Atlanta, Georgia. Remarkably, SACRAO hadn't met in Atlanta since 1977. So after 34 years, we were welcomed back to the now legendary, sophisticated, and global Atlanta with a conference theme of Shaping Tomorrow. The amazing Local Arrangements Committee, led by Catherine Sweeney of Augusta State University, put together an awesome meeting, including a main event consisting of a sophisticated and elegant evening poolside under the stars with fine dining and the cool sounds of Atlanta's best local jazz band. But the highlight of the evening was witnessing two unnamed future SACRAO presidents regally strolling into the pool in full evening gown attire. Just down the street from the conference hotel, many attendees, including myself, spent a late night or two dancing and singing the night away at a combo all-night diner, disco, and karaoke bar. But back to more serious matters. In addition to the usual hot topics of technology and web services, FERPA, and electronic transcripts, the meeting included sessions on identity management, the post 9/11 GI Bill, working with millennials and their helicopter parents, and the 7 deadly sins of recruitment. Also at this meeting, we piloted online session evaluations under the leadership of Brian Ante at Louisiana State University. Though SACRAO has changed through the years, and in my case, through the decades, I believe there are 2 essential characteristics that have not changed. That is the extraordinary respect, support, and collegiality that exists between its members, as well as its exceptionally strong annual meeting program, all the more extraordinary given that SACRAO is a 100% volunteer organization. Well, thank you for this opportunity to reminisce. I hope that your SACRAO experiences have and will be as meaningful and as enjoyable as mine have been. Thank you.